This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, y'all. Enough videos where I'm just showing pictures and stuff like that. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. You know what I'm saying? Hino's Sport is always trying to recreate himself. Let me say it again. Hino's Sport is always trying to recreate himself. So let me know what y'all think about those types of videos, because I'm going to make them more entertaining. But let's get on to the damn video. Hear me and hear me well. The original truth teller. The cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth teller in truth-telling fashion. I know you guys love this style better than any other style that I present to the table. So again, rehear me and rehear me well, or hear me and hear me well. We gotta sis it, because this video is about Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bean Bryant, dog. This man, let me say it again, he took shots at LeBron James, dog. Shout outs to Ticket TV, man, because he obviously said it before I did, and he gave me ammunition for this series that I was doing with Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? It kind of went stale for a little bit because I've been focusing on some other stuff, but this is part 4 of why Kobe Bryant's greatness should not be ignored. Rob Parker the other day talked about how LeBron James being on the Los Angeles Lakers only brings up the legend of Kobe Bryant. Let me say it again. Rob Parker talked about this the other day, of LeBron James being on the Los Angeles Lakers and why it's uplifting the legend of Kobe Bryant. Let me explain why. Because LeBron James is realizing how hard it is in the Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. The thing is, the Western Conference is not like the Eastern Conference. This is why people respect Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just because I'm one of the biggest Kobe Bryant fans. I'm probably the biggest Kobe Bryant fan you'll ever know. But it has nothing to do with that. It has more so with the fact that Kobe Bean Bryant did not leave the Los Angeles Lakers when the going went tough. He went 4 years, 4 arduous seasons, up until Paul Gasol showed up. Remember the 04-05, the 05-06, the 06-07. It wasn't until 07-08 that Paul Gasol showed up. Kobe Bryant was doing some major heavyweight lifting. Folks forget this. Lest you forget, unless I have to remind your ass. Let me say it again. Lest you forget, lest I have to remind your ass. Kobe Bryant was in video game mode in those phases. This is where Kobe Bryant completely mastered the game. This is where his physicality and his mentality matched. The same thing that you saw with Kevin Durant prior to him getting injured. This is when you know a player has mastered the game of basketball, when their physicality and their mentality is pretty much on the same page. Let me say it again. When their physicality and their mentality is pretty much on the same page. Kobe Bryant is a dominant basketball player. But you guys need to go watch Kobe Bryant. He was on this show. It's on YouTube. And he says, winners don't make excuses. Let me say it again. Winners don't make excuses. This is what I liked about Kobe Bryant's leadership and his winning aspect. The guy did not make any excuse. Kobe Bryant is that type of player that he had that mamba mentality. Let me say it again. The mamba mentality, dog. He was sissing all over the court. You guys have to understand. Do your research on the Black Mamba. There's a reason why he self-proclaimed himself that title. He gave himself that title because the Black Mamba strikes at a 99.9% accuracy rate. What I said was so deep and profound. Poetry moment. Let me rewind it, because it needs to marinate in the corpus callosum. It needs to marinate in the cerebellum. It needs to marinate in the medulla oblongata. The Black Mamba, the reason why Kobe Bryant self-proclaimed himself that title is because the Black Mamba strikes at a 99.9% accuracy rate. Do you guys understand the effectiveness of why Black Mamba kills his prey? This is how Kobe Bryant operates on the basketball court. This means that you have a 0.01% chance of having success against Kobe Bryant. You didn't catch that. Let me say it again, dog, because this one needs to marinate. It means that you have a 0.01% chance of being able to have a success margin against Kobe Bryant. This is how Kobe Bryant has made his margin of error vastly, immensely, and unrealistically slim. You want to know what Kobe Bryant's weakness is? Let me tell you what his weakness is. Kobe Bryant's weakness is his rhythm shooting aspect. Kobe Bryant has a tendency of shooting the ball more, chacking up shots more than he has to. But it's not a weakness in the sense of he's doing it purposefully. It's a weakness in the sense of nobody else on the team is stepping up. So I'd rather have that killer mentality. Now, to me, it's really not a weakness. See, people going to sit here and run with this and say, oh, you're basically saying that Kobe Bryant's a ball hog. Why don't you admit this? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is his weakness is actually a strength. Because the greatest player of all time, Michael Jordan, had the same weakness. It's, look, y'all, I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to get the job done. And if you guys can't figure it out, then get the hell out the way and let me do what I got to do. Let me say it again. Get the hell out the way and let me do what I got to do. I prefer that mentality in basketball over any mentality. It's the mamba mentality. It's his airness mentality. See, this is why I told everybody the Michael Jordan and the Kobe Bryant style of basketball is the most winningest style in basketball because of the championships that is won and the ability to win. It's a relentless style of play. Kobe Bryant was able to garner close to 72% NBA Finals average with that style of play. Michael Jordan obviously is 100%. The single greatest difference between the two of them is Michael Jordan just takes higher percentage shots at the end of the game. But I've already explained the single greatest difference between them. The reason why MJ understands this fundamental of taking the higher percentage shots, meaning anything 15 feet and in, and Kobe would just take any fucking shot. Kobe just loves the element of the high degree of difficulty aspect. I've explained this before in a previous video. Kobe doesn't care where he takes the fucking shot as long as he's taking the shot. MJ, on the other hand, does care about that because MJ is all about, let me get the shot that's going to give me the highest success rate to ensure that it's going in. And the reason why Jordan has this aspect over Kobe is because Jordan went to college. He learned under the Dean Smith system. But if Jordan didn't go to under the Dean Smith system and went to college, he'd have been doing the same fuckery that Kobe was doing. And it's not a fuckery in the sense of it's bad. It's a fuckery in the sense that it's good. Kobe Bryant's deficiency is actually not a deficiency. If anything, it's a pro and not a con. Because you want a killer on your team. You want a guy that's willing to do whatever it's going to take to get the job done. LeBron James just spent the other day celebrating off of all of the heavyweight lifting that Anthony Davis did. All LeBron James did was stat pad like a motherfucker. Dwight Howard stat pad like a motherfucker and sat there and watched Anthony Davis do this heavyweight lifting. This is why he knows the sport is Sun Tzu, aka Art of War, 7 steps ahead of the game. I told you guys, Anthony Davis is pushing himself into an injury. Let me say it again. He's pushing himself into an injury. He's one away from being injured. Let me say it again. He's one away from being injured. He's going to get injured, folks. Because LeBron James, you just heard him. Oh, Anthony Davis is one of the greatest power forwards that I've ever played with. It's because you're using and abusing his ass. Let me say it again. It's because you're using and abusing his ass. LeBron James realizes NBA mortality. He realizes he's a little decrepit at this point. And what he's trying to do is use the workhorse of Anthony Davis. But here's the problem. Anthony Davis is not the most durable basketball player. So you can't workhorse him. If you try to do that fuckery, what's going to happen is he's going to get injured, folks. Because Anthony Davis has proven that he is not a durable player in terms of an 82-game stretch. So again, and a prediction king strikes again. Let me say it again. And a prediction king strikes again. So he knows the sport in prediction king fashion. What he's saying is going to be true, folks. Kobe Bryant's greatness is magnified once again. Because Kobe Bryant not only dissed LeBron James and saying, I don't sit there and run when the going gets tough. I don't sit there and just jump from team after team, ship after ship, just to win championships. I stay when everything is what it was. And when people are going to sit here and say, well, Kobe Bryant was thinking about leaving the Los Angeles Lakers, because just like Jordan was contemplating leaving the Chicago Bulls, when they do everything that they're supposed to, and then some, and then the team still shits on their face. See, this is what real winners do. They're going to do everything and then some. And then they use this as a leverage point because Kobe was never going to leave the Los Angeles Lakers. You Ruby Poo and you Plum Plum branch, you ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? You classic goats and you freaking troglodytes. Kobe was never going to leave. He was using it as a leverage point. It's the same thing with Michael Jordan. Give me what I need so that I can be successful while I'm still in my prime. Whereas LeBron James is, no, I'm going to jump on whatever shit, whether it's Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, whether it's Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. You know what I'm saying? Whether if it's the Los Angeles Lakers with Anthony Davis and company because he was trying to get Kawhi Leonard over there. But the problem was he didn't make the public proclamation to say that he's a glorified Pippen to Kawhi Jordan. That's why Kawhi Leonard didn't go. It is what it is. But Kobe Bryant took his shots at LeBron James because he lets LeBron James know, just like he did in that, interview that he had a month ago. Winners do not sacrifice. Winners don't run when the going gets tough. Winners can't accept losing. Winners know how to succumb under the pressure. I told you, 97% of the people on this planet, they crumble under the mighty blow of pressure, dog. It's a pneumonia for them. But Kobe Bryant, he knows the sport. And the rest of these three percenters out here, we know how to make pressure our best friend. Let me say it again. We know how to make pressure our best friend. Because me and pressure, Kobe Bryant and pressure, and the other 3% are best friends with that shit. We thrive in those moments. If anything, when it's not pressure, it's like, okay, it's too fucking easy. We want high degree of difficulty situations. This is why Kobe Bryant's greatness is magnified once again. This goes back to Rob Parker's point. Kobe Bryant's legend as a Los Angeles Laker and the fact that he had to go through a hard Western Conference year in and year fucking out. He didn't have an easy route like LeBron James had in the Eastern Conference. This explains and it denotes Kobe Bryant's greatness. And Kobe needs to get respect put on his fucking name, folks. So this is part 4 of why Kobe Bryant deserves all of this respect that he deserves, and put respect on this man's name because he's a top 10 player of all time. Matter of fact, top fucking 5. Let me say it again. Matter of fact, top fucking 5. It's really that simple, folks. Kobe Bryant is that great. He's, let me say it again. He's so me and me well. Let me say it again. Me and me well. Kobe Bryant is that fucking snake, man. He's that black mamba. He strikes at a 99.9% accuracy rate. Not only offensively, but he's done this defensively. Just look at what Kobe had to win with. Paul Gasol, Lamar Odom. Don't make me fucking laugh. Jordan Farmar, Sasha Vujacic. These were the motherfuckers, a decrepit Ron Artest. These were the motherfuckers that Kobe Bryant had. LeBron James, you would have gave him that squad. And we need a Kyrie Irving. And we need a Dwayne Wade. And we need a Chris Bosh. This is LeBron James. He needs super over-the-top players just so that he can give you a 33% NBA Finals abysmal average. Whereas Kobe, just give me one other superstar and just give me other sum of parts and I'll get you 72% NBA Finals average. That's the separation. So put respect on Kobe's name and start making Kobe Bryant your top 5 player of all time. I have him ranked number 5 or number 6 respectively because that's what he deserves at his truest and his most properest levels. So again, shots fired at LeBron James. Winners don't jump from team after team after team. Winners don't cower under the moment. Same shit Pat Riley said to his ass when he ran his rabbit ass away from Miami Heat. Winners succumb to the pressure. They don't get buckled by the mighty blow of the pneumonia of pressure. If anything, they call that motherfucker and they make themselves worthy to carry the pneumonia. So this is why motherfuckers got to put respect on Kobe Bryant's name. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out. And salutes to the KB24, aka Black Mamba. That strikes at what? A 99.9% accuracy rate. This is He Knows the Sport. Rechecking out.